Hello, hello, hello to my lovely, lovely people out here. I hope you're having a beautiful and blessed day. It is Friday the 13th, so happy Friday the 13th. We are here today. Had to take a break for a few days just to recollect my thoughts and my own self and be ready for you guys, okay? So, Friday the 13th is here. It is today. If you find this to be a lucky day or a bad luck day, no matter how you see this day to be, you can see it as a regular average day. There's still a message with this energy, okay? Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, all of that good stuff. Make sure you comment down below. Let me know how the message resonates for you and all of that good stuff. I don't even have my head wrapped up today, but that's good. That's good. All right. So let's see. I want to say this, though, really quickly. The energy of the number 13. All right. It is the number of the death energy. It does talk about endings and new beginnings, the wiping of the slate, clearing of the way, bringing in the energy of transformation. All of that energy is very prevalent today, all right? And for the next few days after this comes in, right? So take advantage of the energy. 13 also breaks down to the number 4, which talks about your stability. So how stable are things in your life? Things that truly, if it doesn't stand on its own, right? If it needs too much attention or if something is draining you, it's time to let those things go during this time with Friday the 13th energy, right? So don't be afraid of this energy. It's usually a time of things that we don't need, that we have attachments to, they get taken away from us, right? And it can be painful because maybe we weren't fully ready to let go of something. But at the end of the day, when it's time, right? We can't escape that, all right? Nobody can escape death with the energy of the 13, all right? So we're going to get a few cards, a few messages out here for you. Take it how it resonates. We're going to see what comes, all right? So our angels, our spirit team, our guardians are all here with us. Our higher selves, we're in alignment with the universe, and God is always and forever with us. So what do we have for the collective today with this Friday the 13th energy? Let's get one of these cards here. Get this started. Haha, it says zombies want brains. Aren't zombies dead? All right, I just talked about the energy of death. You have number 44 here. All right, and I just spoke about the number 4. You have it doubled here. 13 breaks down to the number 4. All right, 4 talks about the stability of something. How stable is something? This zombie needs energy to feed off of in order for him to feel alive, right? Or for it to feel alive. So you may have people in your energy who are draining you, right? They're always coming and asking questions with that brain in there, right? I feel like somebody has a lot of space to fill up now too because of the energy of death, of things being taken away. It's like you're going to have room to fill up that empty space with the right things. Okay. But this zombie here is also giving me, again, people who don't have much, who are trying to take from you. You need to be very wary of these type of people. These people are all around us. They suck our energy. They try to, take us for everything that we have so that they are striving and thriving and they leave us with nothing. So keep yourself away from people like that. All right. People who try to trigger you, people who try to just want too much of you. This number 40, it says strengthen your boundaries with this card. So obviously there's people that are passing your boundary. And that's because in some way you're allowing them. You see, even here, the brain is on display, right? And it's in a clear display. So it's like it still can be seen even though you have some sort of boundary in place that says, oh no, don't touch. But there's still access to it. People can still see it. So you need to put yourself in I'm not saying put yourself in hiding, but it's like an energy of really keeping those vulnerable parts away from people so that they aren't feeding off of that from you, right? If that makes sense. But you also have here lighten up, right? It's this double pronged enchada. I don't even know. You see it, right? It's what it's talking about. But it says lighten up. So something here where somebody, I feel like you have people in your energy that are like, hey, just be, you know, more receptive. Like, why are you so, like, you may be a little bit, you see how this animal is balled up, right? So it's like this energy of feeling like you don't want to, right? You don't want to lighten up to this energy because you already know when you do, when you become vulnerable like that, what it can do, what can happen, all right? Number 12 is on that card, lighten up. 12 is about like the hangman energy, right? Breaks down to a 3. And that 3 gives you that energy of, what I'm getting, wanting to have fun or wanting things to be like easy going. But if it's not easy going, then it's like it's too hard to obtain in some sort of way. Like if something is too hard to obtain, people don't really want it. Okay, if there's easy access to something, you see he has these prongs on him, these spikes on his back. So there's something about protecting your space, protecting your sacral energy as well. All right, and this says here, become more self-aware. So you need to become aware of how you're allowing this energy in. Number 37, it says stunned shaman. It's almost like, because you see, whatever it is here, I feel like whatever it is, you have a lot of answers to something. Like people come to you for a lot of answers. They come to you when they have problems and they asking for you to like help them in some sort of way, whether it be like giving them a solution or something where it's like, I don't know, because there's shaman energy, right? People go to the shaman to get answers. People go to the shaman to see what's in their future. She's holding that crystal ball, right? What's in the future. But it's like maybe you told somebody about your plans and they have tried to disrupt it in some sort of way. With this zombie here, because that crystal ball here is giving, like, this is giving me like it's a crystal ball. You can see something ahead of coming to you ahead of time, right? So if you can see that, if you can feel something is happening, acknowledge it and fix it right away. Right? So that's that becoming self-aware right now. That's going to be important. Number 37 is a 10, which equals 1. New insights, but also the completion of something. You have number 35. It says shitting rainbows kind of day. Release guilt. When you're releasing these people, when you're removing your energy away from these people, don't have any guilt. Don't have any guilt. Don't make it. I'm going to say it how I need to say it. If you need to shit on some people, shit on them. And that's not a bad thing. All right? Because some people have done this to you. Some people have used you. Some people have, abused you in all types of ways. And I feel like you're finding this new sense of you, right? You're becoming stronger within yourself, setting those boundaries. And then it's just this energy here, number 35 of the 8, right? It's like you're going through the loop and changing the cycle out. So you started off on one end of the loop where people were just feeding off of you. You were giving them everything, depleting yourself. And now you're coming to the other end of that loop where you're realizing, give all of that to me, right? I'm giving it to myself. I'm hiding certain parts of myself so that it's not taken advantage of, right? And sometimes it's about not even hiding. Sometimes it's about learning how to properly express ourselves so that people aren't being too overly like, they feel like they can come in and invade your space in some sort of way. I'm seeing this bathroom here. He's sitting on this toilet. So you're like, you trying to do your thing and people are coming in to interrupt you. Right? This zombie I keep seeing here. He's just like coming in like, I want to eat your brains. I need it now. Like, give it to me. Right? So very demanding energy that is surrounding. And yeah, you got to set boundaries. Okay? Let's see. Let's get some clarifiers for this energy. We're going to get some other messages too for you guys. Let's see. What is this vulnerability that the collective is experiencing at this time and why? I feel like this is a portal with this death energy. You feel vulnerable because things, again, are being taken away from you. I just keep seeing that. 10 of Swords is here. The ending of things. The ending of, like, uncomfortable situations. The ending and really cutting off communications from something. This 10 of Swords is actually a relief card, right? Because again, that 10 talks about the ending of something, being done with it, being completed, no longer letting it affect you. And it's all in the mental here with this 10 of Swords. It was affecting you mentally, right? It was like this type of thing here with this 10 of Swords is giving me, you accepted something until you couldn't anymore. The 2 of Pentacles, making that change, making a difference in something. But this is also really feeling, I'm seeing here like somebody feeling sad because they have to do something, right? You don't necessarily want to be the bad guy, but I feel like you being the bad guy in this situation and standing your ground on something and really like turning the tide on something where something was unfavorable to you. Now you're forcing it, not even forcing it, but you're doing what you need to do so that you are in a more favorable energy when it comes to things that are happening for you in your life. Yeah, that other perspective, this new way. The 12 here is again here, this number, with the hangman. And I said that earlier. This is that energy when it breaks down to the 3, you're trying to communicate something in a way. Maybe that needs to be more in the forefront about, how do I say this? Like you need to be more outspoken about how you are kind of going to do something, because I feel like you have some type of hang up. Like you're not quite sure. You know you need to do something, but the 2 of Pentacles with the hangman is giving me like, how do I do it? You know, I know this needs to end, but how do I make it end? I know that this is, you know, unfair, but how do I get it to be fair on my side? You got the 4 of Cups here. All right, you sitting there trying to figure it out. You have these 3 cups, because I feel like whatever energy that this is, you once were very much a part of it, entangled in it. And I see a reflection moment with this 4 of Cups of you just kind of realizing what parts, what roles that you played, right? How you did get yourself into the situation. This 13 is telling you to on reflect on the past to see how you basically came to this current moment that you're in, so that when you're moving forward, this is how you get that clear vision, that clear path, those, you know, being able to make a decision without any sort of confusion or without feeling bad about it. All right. Look who's here. Friday the 13th. The death card is here. Okay. And it says death and rebirth. Number 13, there's an infinity sign on here. Same thing with this 2 of Pentacles. It's an infinity sign. So it's about flipping the script. It's about switching up something to so that it is more favorable to you. You know, up until you get to this point of death, this was you going through the lesson. And the death is like test day. So do you pass? Do you have to go back and restart again to get to this point to see if you can, if you're ready to move forward, or are you ready to transition? All right. This is also about you doing some sort of transitioning here. You have a lot of cards. There's too many cards. But the Justice card is there and the Empress. So the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. Still stuck in the past in some way, shape, or form. Why are you stuck in the past? Do you feel like there's something unfinished? I feel like, you know, you're seeing... It's like I'm seeing somebody who's trying to figure out a new way to stay in the same situation, right? Versus fully detaching from something and allowing this newness, this of what you need, what you want, what you deserve to actually come toward you. You're still trying to figure out how to stay in a situation, but change the terms and agreements on it. That this energy of the 6 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles, not ready to let go of something. Yeah, not ready to let go. The 2 of Cups. See, you see how tight those hands are? Even the way the waters are exchanging here, like the hand, this darker hand is pouring into the bowl over here. The lighter hand is pouring in over here, right? It's like they're pouring into each other, right? And, but I feel like whatever this is with the 4 of Cups, it's more so like something once was and trying to either get that back or trying to keep something tightly well together, even though it's hard, even though even though it was like an agreement made on bad terms, right? It didn't have good terms to begin with. Like it wasn't a clear situation. And that's why it never felt right. That's why it always felt like things were one-sided, because there wasn't a clear starting line. There wasn't a clear boundary set in the beginning. But you feel like you're tied with this person. You feel like you must do this with this person or this energy. Let me say that, right? It doesn't have to be a person. Because you could be tied to, this could be like religion. This could be your job. This can be, you know, people that you say are your friends or your business associates. This could be a lover. This could be anything like that. This could be a agreement to, like a contract that you signed that you can get out of, but you're like, well, how can I actually make it work, right? But yeah. Yeah, the Queen of Cups with the 7 of Cups, that confusion, that trying to understand, trying to control the emotional aspect of this situation, even though it is very choppy, right? 7 of Cups can be misunderstanding. 7 of Cups can be like an emotional lesson that you've already learned, but it's like you're still trying to find the answer within it. I don't even know how to say that. The 7 of Cups, right? Because 7 Cups is like one thing is right, but or one thing is the right way, the right answer, the right feeling, the right path, but you're still trying to test everything out. We're like, let me try this. Let me see if this, let me, do it this way. You're putting two, like, either you or this person is trying to maybe even like overly express themselves. So it's harder to detach from it, right? Something, every time it messes up, it's like giving it a chance to recover, giving it a chance of forgiveness. But you have the Fool here. The Fool is like, are you going to set yourself free from this cycle that's not necessarily, doesn't seem to be going anywhere because you choose not to? That's very interesting. Yeah, this is you. Okay, collective. The devil is here. He's number 13. I mean, number 15, and you have the Nine of Cups, with the page of, not the page, the Eight of Pentacles. So again, there is the energy of feeling very committed to something. Something does make you feel right about this, right? Even though it's like almost like a guilty pleasure when it comes to something, or maybe that's something you want to do, but you feel connected to this. Like you feel almost guilty of fulfilling your own needs. For what? Why do you feel guilty? Don't feel guilty about that. You have to do what you have to. Everybody has their own work that they need to do here, right? And if some people aren't necessarily willing to adapt, adjust, change, grow, then we have to leave them where they stand, and we have to keep pushing past that and go to where we need to go, right? Don't allow that energy here to stay uncomfortable. I feel like you're almost, yeah, the Justice card came out again. It wanted to come out the first time. And it's with Temperance. It's telling you to take your time with something. Don't try to rush all of this, right? Don't try to make any big grand changes too quickly, but it needs to happen little by little, right? This is not telling you, I'm going to, take up everything and just go in a new direction. That's not necessarily. You do need to find your footing. You do need to find your right path on where you're actually wanting to go, where you're meant to go, because what you've been through prior to this has only led you, it was for your learning purposes. Let me say it like that. It was for learning purposes. Temperance is at the bottom here. So take your time. Don't rush. This is not like you've been thinking about it, I feel like. And it comes to a point where it has to be done with the Justice card. It's like no more waiting, no more thinking it out. There's a final decision that has to be made, right? The scales become balanced when you choose to make that happen. Because that is also that energy of, this is all about your own choices. Okay, so that was one message. I'm going to get you guys on one more. Hope you guys are liking this right here. Very good energy so far. Very interesting energy, let me say that. But that's what we do around these parts. We get interesting messages. All right, let's get you another spread here for this Friday the 13th energy. What is the good stuff that the collective has coming in on the other side of this death energy, of this transformation energy, of the old into the new? So I'm hearing out with the old and in with the new. Oh, we got Daughter Spirit at the bottom. So God is here with us. Your spirit team is with us. Your higher self is here, always. Walking away, same type of energy. This is when it happens. This is when you make that decision to cut something off, the 9/27, right? Looking back here, and it's so funny. This gives me my girl Paris from Saturn's daughter. She had a shirt on today that talked about the pillars of salt with Lot's wife when God told her to turn around, or she'll turn into a pillar of salt. You see how she's turning back? Don't look back. Don't look back, okay? Just keep going forward. Don't look back. I love it. Indecision. You are still in this energy here of picking a path, but I feel like this indecision is like, all right, now that I don't have to think about this, I can actually see what's in front of me and make a clear decision, right? So it's a lot of clarity coming for everyone now about what we're going to do. Yep. And then this is the garden and the gate. You're going into a new gate, into a new garden, because she's leaving this gate, right? And this little girl here is in this gate. So it's like you've outgrown the situation, because this is a grown woman, right? Little Red Riding Hood is here trying to see where she's going to go. If she's going back, she's going forward, is she going left, is she going right? The garden and the gate here, it's like there's a doorway here because she has a key around her neck here in this picture. So, excuse me, you have access to some type of new pathway, some type of new energy to grow into, to grow in, right? I don't feel like you're going to feel totally like used to it as soon as you get there, and that's why it's a little girl. So you have to do growing. It's growing you need to do, but you need to be in this new environment in order to grow. All right, you can't be in the same environment trying to grow. Like just can't, just can't. All right, and now this is the energy here I'm getting of you stepping outside of your own boundary. Not the boundaries you placed on other people, but the boundaries that we set for ourselves sometimes where it stops our growth, right? And now we're going past those boundaries and even pushing ourselves beyond the limits of what we thought. All right, hey, Divine Nine Man, how are you? How are you? My Patreon family in the building, I love it, thank you. Let me get one more card here for the collective. Appreciation. She's in the garden again with all of these roses. All right, this card of appreciation, it was like gratitude. This card, though, of appreciation also shows flowers that have no stems, you know, flowers with beautiful buds on them. It shows a lot. So you have to be grateful and appreciative of everything that you have gone through, everything that you've obtained thus far, right? And everything is not going to be roses and petals all day. Sometimes you're going to have to go through the thorns to get to the roses. Right? And that's what that is showing you. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Patience is at the bottom again here. It's a temperance energy. It's coming up again. Okay? Let me see. Let me use these cards. I like this. You got number 27, 8, 30, and 15. May be important to somebody. 9, 8, 3, and 6. All right, let's see. What do we get for this message here for the collective with the walking away, indecision? Once you walk away with a plan. Don't walk away without a plan. Yeah, you have the Father of Coins here. This is the King of Pentacles. He's standing here looking at that table full of food that he has put on the table. This is all his hard work and effort, and he has his family background. He knows the legacy that he comes from. He knows what he's trying to strive for, who he's doing it for, the reasons why he's doing it. What else fell out here? I didn't even see that. Look at that. The Empress energy. I love it. The Empress is here. So hard work to grow abundance. It's not easy to maintain abundance. It's not easy to keep yourself on the up and up every day, right? Sometimes we have to just get up every day and put on that good face, even though when we don't feel our best, right? When we don't necessarily feel like pushing ourselves, we still got to get up and do. That Father of Coins is not really worried about how much he doesn't have because he knows that he's going to get it. And what the Empress energy is, this is the energy of providing for the Empress, right? But the Empress energy is also providing for herself, right? Masculine or feminine. She's providing what... I cannot make this up. I love that I talked about the death energy in the beginning because it's coming out. All right, you see the little girl there? Same little girl that's here in this, not the same one, but little girl is in the picture here, right? So this Father of Coins here comes out with walking away. So you have to know when something is done and over with and when you need to expand even further. Because again, the Father of Coins can be somebody, he knows, you know, he can be very, with the earth sign energy, very grounded in what he's doing and not so easily moved. But once moved, it's like no stopping, right? It's like when the earth moves, when that earthquake happens, it shakes things up, it moves things in a new direction, it changes the landscape, and it forces things to adapt, right? So the Father of Coins energy is giving me this energy of adapting so that you can expand, so that you can get more with this Empress energy here, all right? The indecision with the Empress is you maybe not knowing how you want to express yourself, you not knowing, again, with which way you want to go with something, how you really truly feel, right? Like about yourself. You really kind of growing into your own beauty and your own success and your own vibrancy, your own, you know, just way, your own movement, your own rhythm. You have to figure that out. And there's nothing wrong with that, no matter how old you are. Finding a new rhythm right? And once you find that new rhythm, it'll feel real easy. It'll feel like this childlike energy of feeling she's in here watering that garden. She's in there, the skeleton is behind her. She's not afraid of it. She's like, hey, come help me do this. Take this out, remove this, remove that. And I'm going to add this and add that and grow this and grow that. Okay? I love this. I love it. I love it. Why do we have appreciation here for the collective? Too many cards. Let me get this appreciation energy. Obviously, you have a lot to be appreciative for. Thank you. The Six of Wands, because you're successful, right? When you have a successful mindset, the bad stuff doesn't really seem as bad. It doesn't really bother you as much. Okay, but the Six of Wands, you see how she's on that carousel just chilling? She going around like, I know I got this. I'm going to just take this ride, do what I got to do. And I know that when it ends, I'll be in the right place. Because a carousel, if you've ever seen a carousel go, you start at one place and when you end, you're at a totally different place. You're not in the same place you started, right? So think about that. Appreciate the journey you have gone through thus far. Appreciate the journey you're about to have. Appreciate every single aspect, even what it is you had to let go of, what it is you had to grow through, what it is you had to readjust in, right? What it is you maybe once saw as a negative aspect of yourself and you're finding actually how to make it a strong attribute of yours. Okay? Let's get some advice here for this energy. Got 3 cards, the Ace of Baskets. I love this card because this man is sitting here with his ancestor behind him. He has his back and he knows that he has power in his love that he has and within his heart for everything around him, right? The power of love is very powerful. 7 of Baskets, 4 of Wands, and the 3 of Knives. This is also, again, that same energy of having to let go of things. You see how strong something is here? But the 7 of Baskets, the 7 of Cups, this card has a lot of different options on it. I just spoke about this in the last spread, right? And this card has honey, it has cinnamon, it has junk food, it has all types of things. It's about what it is that you're choosing, right? So always remember that if you feel bad about something and you haven't done any, what's the quote I heard the other day? If you're not changing it, you're choosing it. And that's what I'm getting here. If you're not changing it, you're choosing it. You're choosing to be in this energy. You're choosing to be let down, to be unfulfilled, to be mad, to be, feel ugly. You are choosing this, plain and simple. So you're holding on to old identities, to old commitments and contracts that don't actually serve you anymore. And so you, again, need to figure it out. We all have choices and we all have to make them. We all have to be honest with ourselves and we all have to know our strength and our power. All right. And what really is something that's stable and sturdy. Again, if the table only got 3 legs, how the hell is it going to stand? If the table only got 3 legs, look, you got the 3 of Knives. Where's the 4th knife? 4th knife. Where is it? All right. All right. I like this. I like this. So I'm going to get a few little messages to wrap it up for you guys. I hope you like this. All right. This is for the collective for this Friday the 13th energy. Let's wrap this up. Let's see what we need to know. All right. I had to shuffle. I usually try to do all that excessive shuffling before I get on, but whatever. All right. Let me go one more. Because I love this energy we're in for both spreads. They were very similar, but I felt like one was like more so before and one was after. So it says, you decide. I told you. Did I not just say this is your choice? You decide. You decide. Okay? When you give yourself freely, when you give of yourself freely, you expand your energy. If you only give to get, it will feel like a burden or a drain. Be genuine. Give from your heart. And then it says what? Shine bright like a diamond. It's a beautiful card. These 2 trees on here, it's like they both have enough room to shine, right? The light is shining through even though their canopies are almost touching, right? It's never a mistake to give of yourself. So don't be mad that you ever gave of yourself, all right? Some will take it for granted. Others may take advantage of it. Don't allow bad energies to overpower your light. Nothing can stop you because it's your choice, plain and simple. And the last one, stay true to who you are. Be truthful and authentic to you, my collective. It says that the need for validation from others is an illusion. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself. Okay? And I'm being able to take out a few of these, so we will. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you and I love you guys. Let's see, I haven't pulled out these in a little while for you. Spend time with yourself. Okay? Number 6 is here. So harmony, love, also your family. Be around people. With 6, be around people that bring you happiness and joy, that, know who you are and are not afraid of that, or not trying to degrade that or downplay it in any way. Okay, it says think positively. So stay in a positive mindset. It's going to help you to get where you need to go. Anytime you have a negative thought, counteract it with a positive one. All right, and it says educate yourself. So there's some type of education that you need to bring into your life, right? You need to go study something. You need to be more aware. You had that card earlier about being self-aware. So spending time with yourself, it's like you're getting to know yourself even more. All right. You always need to do that. You have new talent unlocked. I love it. So a new talent unlocked is a new gift, a new realization of something that you're capable of, right? And something maybe that you need to explore more of, about educate yourself and spending time with yourself. All right, we're not worried about the people with the small-minded ignorance. They could go somewhere. It could, I won't say that, but yeah, they can go somewhere. I'm gonna be nice, guys. We have number 28 here, so this is the number 10. All right, endings and beginnings. I talked about that. Equals a 1. 14 is here. So this is giving me an energy of taking time, having some sort of balance, forgiving yourself. I just heard. Money, money, money. Let's get that money, all right? Let's get that money. Small-minded ignorance. Don't allow yourself to block your own blessings when it comes to your money. Think positively about how the money's going to come to you, how you're going to get the riches, how you're going to be abundant. Don't sell yourself short. Okay, let me take these and that's it. We got the new moon. So interesting enough, the full moon is coming up on Sunday on the 15th. But this new moon energy is here to let you know that you have time. So we're in the full moon cycle right now coming up. And by the time that new moon energy comes back around, you're going to have given yourself enough time to do what you need to do and get where you need to go, so that you have that fresh new start with the new moon. You're releasing during the full moon and bringing in what's needed in the new moon, which is money. Money is going to be flowing in by the time that new moon come in. All right. And I'm not lying to you because it says January. The next new moon will be in January. All right. I believe so. If not, it'll be at the end of December going into January. And you have soulmate. All right. But with soulmate, it says cold. Okay. So maybe there's people that you realize, again, that don't need to be in your life anymore. Removing those people out your life. This is a cold season where all of this is happening. If you're, in a cold climate, actually. If not, maybe you just need to give the cold shoulder to people who, once again, drained your energy so much that they thought they can just get anything from you. And in reality, it's not true, right? You have Cancer. Ooh. So that you could be a Cancer. Someone around you could be a Cancer sign. I hope nobody is getting sick in any sort of way. I don't call that on anybody. But prayer and meditation was at the bottom here. So make sure you pray and meditate. I feel like you have a Cancer that may be praying and meditating for you. That's some good energy, though, because if Cancer does that, they truly do love you. Okay. But this is the message for the collective for Friday the 13th. I hope it resonated for you. Hey, Sasha, how are you? How are you? I am going to see you guys in a few. I'm going to do another message for somebody. I don't know, maybe Aries. I'm going to figure it out. I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Deuces. Bye.